Hi, I'm John Horsfall. I go by the handle of the wood spinner. Today what I want to do is I want to turn a sphere from the cube. Now what I've got here is a piece of New Zealand Kaikitea, (100 by 100), well, thereabouts, set up on my lathe directly into the live centre without any points, just directly into it. It's a Nova live centre, therefore I've got the centre taken out, and directly into the spindle on the lathe. No chuck, no centre point, no drive centre, nothing. I'm going to use a wood cut 13mm bowl gouge. Let's get going. Of course, remember the head gear, the face gear, all the stuff that you need for your protection. You've only got one set of eyes and plenty of time to enjoy them, so please don't lose. The dust mask is always good too, so let's get into it. I try and turn it down so at least I've got a bit of a flat spot so that I can see it. The centre line will just kind of like, you'll see it when it spins, you'll see that there's the centre line. You don't need to mark it. Everything is ghosting. It's nothing's really solid, so you're cutting a lot of air. And I just come down and just make little strokes off. Try and follow the bevel. Slow my head. So just taking it down, I'm just going to whittle away at one side until I get it to where I want, then I'll start on the other side. But there's nothing to worry about. You just take little up a bit closer. So it's getting there. There's still a bit of a flat spot there. It's that's coming down. Quite nice actually. Have a look at that. That's okay. It's okay, I'll take my dust mask off now. Okay, so I'll take that off. That's up to this stage now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take those off on a little angle and take those off on a little angle, then bring them up to the thing. There's not much, there's a little bit of pull out there, a little tiny bit of a flat, a little bit of pull out there, tiny bit there. You know, I think all in all, for the amount of time I've been turning, that's a fairly good cut off the chisel. I'll now go to the bandsaw and trim it up, and then come back and put my they're like little pressure cushions, little concave cups to hold it while I sand it. Okay, here's the sphere attached to the lathe again, with the little cushion, the little things I used to hold it on with. I think I've seen those on the. This I'm really quite surprised, because this only, you can see there's so little ghosting there. It's I'm quite impressed that come off the lathe like that. I could get away with just sanding that, but I'm just going to touch a little bit there to take those two little spriggets off that I left while I was bandsawing it. This is a 9mm, this is a bit smaller, easier to use, but I'll be doing the same. I'll be coming in here, I think it's called a shear scrape or a shear cut, but I'll be coming in using the bevel and just taking as fine a whisk off as I can. Following the ghosting line just around, just to take it off till it becomes solid again, well, so that I lose the ghost. And I get a little bit nervous because these cuts are quite delicate, and I don't want to dig into the sphere now that I'm this far into it. open this up a little and turn it. I'll just do it at 45 and see how it's looking. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not too worried about that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sand it. It's I'd say it's pretty well there. It's spherical. It's not perfect by no means, and I don't expect it to be perfect at this point. But the sphere is looking all right. I'm quite happy. There's a little bit there. There's a little bit there. I could take the chisel to it, but I'm not quite confident enough to get in there and do it. So I'd say there might be about 10 minutes sanding to bring, like that there. Just it's only a tiny wee bit. So we'll just see what happens, and when I get to somewhere that's interesting, because sanding is so interesting, I watch it every day. Okay, I'll come back to you when I get a better product here. Okay, here's the sphere. I did about 10 minutes of sanding with 100 grit, just to get off that knob that was on there, and it's I didn't do any reshaping really, just nicely brought it down, and then I went through my sandpapers up to 600, and then finished it with a coating of beautiful beeswax and mineral oil. I'm quite proud of that. It's only a sphere, but I cut that sphere with my eye and 2 chisels and a bit of sandpaper. The only jigs were for holding it in the lathe. I didn't use any jigs to shape it or anything like that, and it's not perfect. Well, it's pretty close to perfect, but it could be better, and I always strive to do better. Well, look, thank you very much for watching the video. Please make a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Any suggestions, any comments, any help at all is extremely welcome. I appreciate all the help that I can get. Thank you very much. Now I'll just pick up what I dropped. Thank you very much again. Please subscribe to my channel.